And welcome back to At the Van Wezel. As I mentioned, I'm Mary Bensel, the director of the Van Wezel, and we have one of our most favorite sponsors here, Art Conforti of Beneva Flowers, who does the most beautiful work. My day is always brightened when I get one of your products. When the door opens and there's a flower, it just brightens my whole day.
Thank you. Thank you. It's nice to hear that.
How long have you been here in Sarasota?
Well, I've been here since 1986, and Beneva Flowers are celebrating our 26th year.
Wow, that's fabulous. So you have really made a difference in the community.
It's been exciting, starting with SCAT, driving a bus, working with the community, and also selling hot dogs downtown on Main Street. It's just been a wide variety of different things I've done. I've really enjoyed it. I found Sarasota really become home relatively quickly.
Well, that's great. And I must say that you not only have a floral business, but you have started something with social media. You also have a marketing concept. Can you tell me a little bit about those two initiatives?
No, Mary, I found that many people don't think about flowers, ordering flowers till they need them. And to be top of mind awareness, how can we stay out in front of people? So we try to interact more, get involved with the schools and the churches and any kind of education forums. But more importantly, to just be able to show unique product that people can look and say, my goodness, that really caught my attention. And little touches can make that happen. So by bringing more attention and interest to our industry keeps us top of mind. So in the future, when you need something, you know you have your local florist to call. Yeah,
and I always think of Beneva Flowers because you do very unusual arrangements. And it's often that we need something for a star's dressing room or to make it, a flower arrangement just brightens up a room.
It doesn't, and many times they used to say the old saying, say it with flowers.
Yep.
It's such a great way to convey your message because once a message has been conveyed, you get to enjoy this beautiful bouquet for a week to 10 days later.
And that's the nice thing. You have developed a product that I hear other people in the industry are using. Can you tell us about that?
It's called Floral App. I found a couple of years ago my daughter and everyone kept coming around me with these smartphones. And I said, I'm happy with my BlackBerry. I really don't need to be playing with another gadget.
Yeah, I hear you.
I mean, go through them all today. Who's looking up anymore?
I know.
Everyone's glued to this mechanism. Well, it's more than a phone today. It's a computer.
Yep.
And after doing some research and seeing just how many people are moving from desktops to laptops, now they're doing it all on iPads and smartphones, I thought this is an opportunity here. Well, after doing some research, I found it to be very expensive to develop an app. Because the technology that you're using is your cell phone. It's not like a computer where you're using HTML coding and so forth, and you're using the PC software and the language.
I can barely turn mine on.
Well, that's it. I mean, you're developing for Mac, you have different operating systems. This is the smartphone. So we're working with push notification. We're dealing with conflicts when people send a text message or get a picture and they're on your site shopping. It's a whole different way of development, and we've come up with a way to not only create this for us, but also offer it to the rest of the industry.
How do people download this app?
It's simple. They just place an order on our website and we send them a link. Thank you for placing your order with us. Download our app and save in the future. They can go to our website. They can go to the iTunes store, the Google Play store. There's so many different ways. Basically, they click a link, it shows up on their phone, they register, and Mary, you don't have to say anything. You don't have to do anything again.
See, and that's perfect for me. and I think that's something that is great because you developed this here in Sarasota, and people outside are using this.
We did, and florists, they're able to custom label it for their shops. So when they get their version of Floral App, they have their own what's called a keyword. Once a customer types that flower shop's name in, that shop is now forever on their phone. Now all they have to, like I was saying before, all you have to do is click, they already know your name because you registered once. You just click the item you'd like to send, the card message, how you'd like to pay for it, and you're done.
And here, I think it is so important that we support our local businesses. And Beneva Flowers has been great to the community. We've used your flowers. They've been wonderful to us. And, I just remember Shirley McLean someone had a bouquet delivered from your store, and she was like, it just made my night. And so it was really very cool.
That's
but
nice.
I'm probably going to embarrass you, but I was reading your bio. You have been labeled as a major philanthropist in the community. You won #1 boss, #1 florist, on and on. How have you been able to be this successful?
Well, it's an honor when your staff nominates you for something like that because we're working together many, many hours. In many cases, we spend more time with each other than we do with our own families. So I look at our business like one big family, and I try to keep it fun and exciting, but I also let my employees take ownership. So when I see a beautiful design like this, I wish I could make something that pretty. I was a designer when we started. and I'm going to say average at best. My designers are so far ahead of that.
So
I'm proud
fabulous.
of them. I'm proud of my sales team, my designers, and my drivers.
Do you grow your own flowers?
We don't. We bring them all in, but we do actually bring them in from the farms. We bring them in from Holland. We import them from Ecuador. So, and we look at everyone that's doing business the right way, making sure the companies are green. And it's important to us that they're treating their employees as we do ours.
That is important, isn't it?
It's important. I mean, it's a part of the big picture. So giving back and getting, the awards are nice, but when it's all said and done, you just want to know that you're making a difference every day you come to work.
And you also started to say your drivers, so everybody in the company is a family member for you as far as
they are, and they all wear the Beneva shirt, and I love hearing them tell me how proud they are when they leave work and they're stopped at a Publix and somebody says, do you work at Beneva? I got a beautiful bouquet, this and that. It's by design. We're not going to let a customer call us with a problem, which we all have, but how we handle it, I think, is the difference between Beneva Flowers and other companies. Our goal is to make sure you're happy.
That is very important. And before I let you go, just tell us quickly, what are the big flower days of the year? What are the most important things to people that for them to say it?
Let me give you that back and ask you what you think it would be.
Well, I assume it's Valentine's Day and Mother's Day.
Most people say that, but you'd be surprised to find that Mother's Day, the 10 days of Mother's Day, the first 10 days of May are generally the same as the whole month of December. Yet Valentine's is the single busiest one day of the year.
So people send flowers at the holiday season at Christmas and Hanukkah?
Christmas is taken out through 4 weeks. There's a lot of shopping. There's gifts, there's parties, there's thank yous, and then you get into Mother's Day, you have that first 10 days, and that's a lot of volume, but it's all jammed into those first 10 days. And then you have Valentine's Day, of course, everybody wants it the day of.
The day of.
And it's so important to handle that properly because you don't want to be late on Valentine's Day.
No, you could ruin somebody's whole romantic life. So this is the man. If you don't get your flowers, you call Art, you know.
Mary, there's two kinds of services I believe are never forgotten, exceptional and horrible. And
there you
Valentine's Day is not the time to be testing one side or the other.
No.
Let's do it right.
There you go. And so I want to mention that Beneva Flowers is sponsoring our fabulous Rocking Winona Christmas event.
I can hardly wait.
We can't wait to have you back to meet Miss Winona Judd. And we will be back with you in just a minute to talk about the rest of the season.